The origins of graffiti as a form of social and artistic expression trace back thousands of years, with examples found in ancient civilizations from Rome to Egypt. However, the modern concept of graffiti, characterized by stylized lettering and public display, has its roots in the mid-20th century. The title of the first modern graffiti writer is often attributed to a man known as Cornbread, a Philadelphia native whose real name is Darrell McCray.
In the city's heartbeat, where the night sky glows, I'm the unseen artist where the wild wind blows. With a pen in hand, I'm painting dreams on the street. My canvas is the walls, my world beneath my feet. Each line I draw, a story untold. In colors bold and bright, my visions unfold. On the moon's soft gaze in the silence of the night, my spray dances in shadows, bringing walls to life. They call me a rebel, a maker of marks. I'm a poet in pain, igniting sparks. In every stroke, there's a piece in my heart. Graffiti's my voice, a silent art. From alleys to bridges, my tags are known. In this concrete jungle, the streets are my throne. I'm the whisper of freedom in the urban sprawl. A graffiti writer standing tall.
Born in the 1950s, Cornbread grew up in the North Philadelphia neighborhood, a context marked by economic and social challenges. As a young man, he found himself in and out of juvenile institutions. And it was in one of these places that the story of Cornbread, the graffiti writer, began. The moniker, Cornbread, was initially a nickname given to him due to his fondness for the bread. But it soon became his tag, a signature he would use to mark his presence across the city.
The motivation for Cornbread's initial tagging was personal and whimsical. Legend has it that he started writing Cornbread all over the city to impress a girl he liked. However, as he continued to tag, the act of writing his name became more than a youthful pursuit of affection. It became an assertion of identity and existence. Cornbread's tags were a declaration: I am here, I exist, I matter.
By the late 1960s, Cornbread's name was ubiquitous in North Philadelphia and beyond. He tagged schools, buses, subways, and even the Jackson 5's private jet. Perhaps his most famous act was tagging the elephant at the Philadelphia Zoo, a stunt that garnered significant media attention and solidified his place in graffiti lore. Cornbread's actions inspired others, and soon more names started appearing on walls across Philadelphia, sparking the beginning of a movement.
While Cornbread is often cited as the first modern graffiti writer, it's important to understand the broader context of the times. The late 1960s and early 1970s were a period of significant social and cultural upheaval in the United States. In many urban centers, young people were seeking ways to express their frustrations, aspirations, and identities. Graffiti became one such outlet. Around the same time, Cornbread was making his mark in Philadelphia. Similar movements were sprouting independently in cities like New York, where tagging became a way for individuals, often from marginalized communities, to gain visibility and voice.
In New York, figures like Taki 183, a messenger who tagged his name along his delivery route, and Julio 204 began to gain attention for their frequent tags. The New York Times article on Taki 183 in 1971 brought significant attention to the phenomenon, helping to spread the practice. Unlike Cornbread's more solitary endeavor, New York's graffiti scene quickly evolved into a subculture, with writers forming crews, developing distinct styles, and engaging in competitions for fame and recognition.
As graffiti spread, it also evolved. What began as simple tagging, the act of writing one's name, transformed into a more elaborate and stylized art form. Writers developed unique styles, incorporating bubble letters, wild style, and other elements that would become hallmarks of the graffiti aesthetic. Murals and large-scale pieces started to appear, and the subway system became a mobile gallery, showcasing the art to a broader audience.
However, as graffiti's popularity grew, so did its notoriety. Many saw it as vandalism and a sign of urban decay, leading to crackdowns and anti-graffiti measures. This tension between graffiti as art and graffiti as a crime has been a defining feature of the movement since its inception.
In the decades since Cornbread started tagging, graffiti has spread across the globe, evolving in style and scope. It's been embraced by the art world, with works by famous graffiti artists fetching high prices in galleries and auctions. It's also remained a form of social commentary and a tool for marginalized communities to express themselves.
In considering who is the first graffiti writer, it's essential to recognize that while Cornbread's story is well documented and widely recognized, he was part of a broader movement of people turning to public spaces to express themselves. His actions in Philadelphia were a significant and influential part of the graffiti story, but they were also part of a larger tapestry of social, cultural, and artistic expression that continues to evolve today. Whether Cornbread was the first, he was undoubtedly a pioneer, and his legacy is a testament to the power of a simple tag to make a mark on the world.